Hey everyone, welcome back to more World of Tanks. I know it's been a little bit again since there was a video on my channel, and I do apologize for that. I fear now that I'm getting a cold, which isn't going to help these things, but what I do have after this video is two more of these World of Tanks live gameplay videos for you to watch. I did record them back in 9.15, so they are a couple weeks old now. Why I didn't upload them earlier, well, other things happened and then they released the patch, and then I feel like they're old things, and I've been debating not releasing them because they're from an older version of the game, but I decided that I will after I release this one first and tell you guys all about it. So just a heads up, the next two episodes of this World of Tanks Live gameplay series will be from 9.15. But this series, if you're not familiar with it, because it's been a little while since I did it, and I will describe it in the next one's episodes too, but anyway, this is the gameplay series where I play live. I talk as I play, whereas the other ones, the World of Tanks WoT gameplay number whatever, they're recorded after the fact. I have the battle, and then a few days later I'm going to go back and record over top of that with some commentary. But anyways, this time around you get to see me make all my mistakes, you get to see me my worst, and probably not my best. You get to see all the stupid mistakes I make. So usually I don't like to play light tanks as I do these, because light tanks aren't really my strong suit, and well, sometimes they require you to think a little bit faster, and talking while thinking is not always the easiest thing to do. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop over into some Chinese tanks. I've got a couple new ones of these, and we're going to play the WZ-131, which is the tier 7 Chinese light tank. Now this thing, I do have the 85mm on it, and I would recommend using the same gun as I do, because it does have a higher damage per minute count than the 100mm does. But at the same time, I'd also recommend that you research the 100mm before you move on to the 132. And why that is because this time around, this way you can research it with your fully upgraded tank already, as opposed to if you wait and research it after you get the WZ-132, well then you've got to research it right here, right smack dab in the middle of the progression to the next tank, which is also going to interrupt you getting the upgraded turret, and also the other 100mm should you choose to use it. But anyways, this tank so far seems like not too bad of a tank. I did enjoy the 5916, the tier 6 variant, a little bit more, and I did enjoy the 5-round gun, the 5-round auto-loading gun on that thing as well, although it isn't very cheap, because I find I'm firing a lot of premium rounds, which of course, as always, not cheap. But anyway, this is WZ-131, and despite its very bouncy looking turret, it's only something like 85 or 90mm of effective armor, even at the best of times with great angle, so pretty much everything is going to go through it. I've only had a couple shells actually bounce off of this thing, and that's not including shells absorbed by the tracks. A couple shells bounce off this thing, and it's been from other light tanks hitting the turret and stuff like that at extremely high angles. But yeah, don't rely on armor in this thing, ever. Despite what it looks like, it has no armor. As you might expect from a lot of light tanks, believe it or not. But anyways, what else is there to talk about? There was a couple things I was going to mention. First off, if you want to see a list of all the tanks I have, there is 104 of them, including rental tanks. Let's see here. I get rid of this. About 80 tanks in my garage, and they're all on my website at spacegk.com/tanklist. I'll leave a link in the video description for that, and I'll also leave a link in the video description for my mod pack, which I do not have going right now. We'll have it together, or we'll have it together soon. By the time this video comes out, maybe. Anyways, you can go check that out. That's also on my website, spacegk.com/modpack is where you can find that one. But I've really been debating getting rid of a few big mods altogether, with how they've added in the whole damage log system, which you'll see it as I'm playing, but it's also, where is it? Feedback. Under the feedback tab they have added, and they have the series 3 sub-tabs, so you can see a list of all the damage you've received, list you've done, spotting damage, and all that is tracked there too. They've got a few things that are not enabled by default when you first start the game, or when you first launch the game with this update, so go check those out. And they also have the double garage carousel here, which you can enable and disable in the settings as well, to fit your preferences. But I found there's a few cases where it does not log damage. I'm not sure if it's if you take a hit at the same time you do damage, or within a certain amount of time there that it misses things. I'll take damage sometimes and it won't log it in the log. So for that reason, I think I'm probably going to, for now, switch back to the ones included in XVM and whatnot. But yeah, let's get into battle here. This has been a lot of talking for these episodes. But I'm going to do 2 battles in this. That's what I typically do. And you guys can, of course, request a tank that you want me to play in the comments. Just put that down in the comments. And like I said, there's a link in the video description as to where to go to see a list of all the tanks that I have. Yeah, but please look at the list before you ask for one. Don't ask for a tank that I don't have. That's just a waste of time for everybody, sort of. But another thing I've been trying to do is trying to convince the wife to play World of Tanks. Now, this being said, she is absolutely horrible at 99.9% of video games and has no interest in them at all. But it sounds like I might be able to make some progress here, so maybe you could see her play some World of Tanks. I'll have to find a way to work that out and be able to watch or help her play over her shoulder a little bit, try to explain some things, but she's just one of those people who doesn't have the interest in video games and doesn't really have the feel for them as a result, I guess. But other than that, Little Big Planet's the only thing that she really ever plays. Maybe a little bit of Ratchet and Clank at the same time, but anyways, we're a light tank. Oh, crap. Light tanks. So, what should I do first? Let's go down the center, because no one else is. See, this is what I mean. Excuse me, guy. Thinking on the fly. Usually I just kind of mindlessly go towards where the heavy tanks are, find a corner, hold down, kick everybody's butt. But, I've got to be a light tank? This is craziness. I do not have 6th Sense, so this could be a little more difficult. Don't drive off the edge by accident. And let's see if we spot anything. Hopefully not get spotted without knowing it. So we're spotting this guy. Oh, I'm odd one. I'm not even going to shoot at him. I could probably hurt his lower plate, but that's not the point. If I fire, I will be spotted, and I will have to make a very quick escape from here. What are you looking at? T-150. I think you're just looking in this general direction. Look at that. I'm getting some spotting and damage done. At 150, he got tracked. Let's see if my allies can kill him. Let's keep an eye out here. Look on the mini-map. Watch for that Mod 1 pushing up, because I believe I spotted him as well. There's that 150 again. I'm not going to shoot at him still. If I shoot at him, I will give my position away. I will start getting shot at by things that I don't even know exist back there. A lot of people are smart enough to go down that A line as far back as they can at the beginning and not cut through the field like that T-150 did. That way they do not get spotted by a scout that does the same thing I did, and they're a little bit farther away, so even if they do get spotted, the shots are maybe a little bit harder to actually hit properly. I'm not seeing a whole lot more stuff here, so let's consider moving along. Just kind of hoping that 150 would roll through this part of town or right here. I could spot them one last time, but I don't think he's doing that. He might still be holding up behind this building here, but this Mod 1 is moving up too. Yeah, time to bail. No idea if I'm spotted. I don't like that. I'm working on 6th Sense, but still not there yet. There's the 150 has not been spotted. I was going to say there's a 150. It's a KV3. A couple mediums. KV5. We are outgunned in town there a little bit. Let's not be too aggressive here. Let's try to get a position here where I can have that 69 if need be. Oh, come on. Almost. Or that, yeah, the 69 or the T-20, whichever is there. I think he's behind. Oh, he might. I don't know if I can get a shot at him. These guys are creeping up over here. Probably need a premium round for them. Next one will be premium. I should need premium for the 69, but of course he's got some frontal plates that are a little bit bouncy. This isn't looking too good. If I go in there and help, I'm in trouble. I mean, if there was 1 or 2 of them, then I would go in there and help, but look at that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at least. At least. And this is going to be that Mod 1 pushing down the center road. I could go to the west and help my allies who are pushing on them, but I do want to slow them down if they try to make the push on our cap, and hopefully they don't all return to their own cap to try to defend. I don't know if I can even hurt the KV5 except for that little gun port there. That's the upper plate. That's the worst place. That one, I think I hit the little R2-D2 there. Try to go for the lower plate or else the track. But no such luck. Oh. That's not a very good shot either. Is that a fence there, or what am I looking at? Alright. I'm gonna push down the center here. I'm gonna try to help with this Pershing and this Mod 1 that's in the center. My allies. Hopefully I don't get spotted on the way there from these guys. But this Mod 1 might be able to cause them some trouble. Let's go put a couple shots into his butt. At the very least, do some distracting. Oh, hi, guy. He missed. It's really good. Did not expect to see you here. Oh no, don't push me in the water. I might get shot here. Yep. Okay, one more shot. I got him dead. He is dead. Just kind of hoping to not take any damage doing it. That Mod 1 knows I'm here now for sure. He's looking right at me. And the Oni to... It's a distraction. To cause a distraction. He's coming after me, isn't he? Can I track him? Crap. I was hoping to track him. He's gonna kick my butt now. I get around this corner. Draw him back towards the 34. Alright, see my allies tick him apart, because I cannot survive another hit from him. Hopefully the 304 doesn't hit me in the butt. The artillery. Just keeping him lit. He's falling back a little bit. I'm still close enough to proxy him. That'd be within 50 meters, and you can see it says 47 meters, 48. There's 50 meters. 34 is going in. 34 looks like he's going to kill him. Get myself killed. Okay. Let's go hunt some artillery now, I suppose. It's probably in town. I'm not going to have time because we are capping. Oh, yep, I got shot at. Oh, they stopped capping at the last second. Or reduced the cap. My allies got out. BK might as well. There he is. Behind the building. Yak Panther's probably going to get him. Or else be shotgunned, one or the other. He got him. Alright, not too bad of a game. We didn't do a whole... Actually, we did 1,000 damage ourselves. We kind of wrecked that... what was that, 122-44? That tank destroyer there in the middle. But that's about all the actual damage we did. One of the KV-5 as well. But quite a bit of assistance damage. So how'd we do? For damage, we got halfway down the list. For experience, not a whole lot better. So it was an okay game. I felt like that was an okay game. We helped our team there, for sure. They probably could have done it without us. Almost definitely. But, you know what? Helped our team. And because we fired premium, we lost a fair amount of credits. Which sucks, but yeah, it is what it is. Let's jump into another battle in the same thing and see if we can do better. We will see. We will see. Alright. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. It's so tough, and it's gotten easier over time, but trying to talk about what you're going to do at the same time as actually doing it, it's... Describing what you're going to do isn't really the hard part. It's managing to still multitask. While you're playing the game, you're trying to... Normally, you're trying to do whatever task is at hand, hold your position, while keeping an eye on the map and your surroundings, and trying to predict what the enemy is going to do, and trying to look at how your team is doing against the enemy, and all that kind of stuff. But when you're trying to talk at the same time, you can't do that, so you're there tunnel visioning on what's in front of you, basically. So it really makes things a lot more difficult. It makes it more difficult to outthink your enemy, which is really what you have to do for a lot of enemies. Actually, in almost every situation, outthinking them is key. So unless you have a better tank than them, you're in trouble. Alright, so what I like to do on this map is drive over top of that, go down to the beach, take a peek. We'll find out as we're heading down there if anything else is coming with us to help us. But if not, as soon as I see something, I will be bailing. The fast things that could beat us down there on their team are the WZ-120. There's a 1390, a Bulldog, lightweight, 25-2. There's a couple things that could get there pretty quickly. And if we're there alone and they decide to push on me, then I am in big trouble. Because I don't feel I can really successfully take on many of those at all. So take a peek. 34-100. Not too worried about him alone. I have to make sure I don't get hit by artillery. I don't know where they're looking, of course. I do have some help coming, so I'm going to hold this position. See if I can take him to the peak. See if anything else is coming. Oh, there's an E75 there now. Oh, crap. This guy's pushing around here, potentially. Good. Put a shot in without receiving one. If we can keep that up, do a couple allies. E75 is going to be tough to break, but it's doable. Nice job. That was interesting. MT25. How did you not take more damage than that? Whatever. I thought he was dead. He took like 25 damage or something, didn't he? Well, there's a TD back there. Oh, hi, E75. I got set on fire by him with one shot. Ah, that was not a good trade at all. Alright, KB3, you're up. Ah, if I would have hit 34-100's turret, I might have penetrated and killed him. Both of them just fired. And there's a 50-100 back there. Ah! I wish I knew he was there a little sooner. Ooh, he got hit hard by the Oho. Set on fire. He's still burning back there. Wow. With the fire. The Oho has avenged me. I'm pretty sure that was the Oho that... Yeah, Oho destroyed him. Oho shot him once, set him on fire, and just... That's so satisfying. In a way, that's more satisfying than an ammo rack, but I think our team is going to lose down here quite badly. Looks like there's Oni and Mutz up there shooting down on the KV-3. KV-3 and the Oho are basically just one-shots now. Unless it bounces. Got the E75 and the VK 4502B. Both very tough nuts to crack, I suppose we could say. Oho going down, not without a fight, but going to be taken out by the Mutz, I think. Mutz is going to fall off the hill and kill himself. That Oho, wow, he, I'm going to call him lucky. I know he's dead, but lucky. I mean, how many other guys in one game get to set a guy on fire and kill him with the one shot, and then have a Mutz jump off the hill trying to kill him? Oh, that's great. Too bad he doesn't get credit for the Mutz doing that, but oh well. It doesn't look too good for our team. I kind of want to watch after that Oho. Oh, that guy. Why can't I have the luck like that? I very rarely do. Pat's pushing up on the Bulldog. Oh! I saw the turret flying towards the Patton and I was thinking, oh no, here we go with more RNG. Gonna get taken out by a flying turret now. Our team is actually pulling this together. Pulling it back. And if the Mutz was still alive, they would have had a better chance. Or if the 50-100 had, you know, a fire extinguisher. I mean, I carried a fire extinguisher. It worked. It's not too complicated, is it? Maybe he has, like, some kind of consumable to increase his crew skills instead. Which, I'm not sure if that's a great idea, to be honest. Unless you're in a tank that never gets set on fire, but even then, it's a risk. I would almost go for a first aid kit or something instead, but I don't know. There's not really a good way to get rid of something. You're making a sacrifice regardless. Let's move to the lightweight. Yeah, our team's got this, unless the E75 and the VK can really pull something together. So they are both pretty well armored. If they can trick our allies into shooting the front of them. That VK, shoot the gun port on the front of its hull if you get a chance. Never shoot the lower plate. The gun port is much weaker. The lower plate's actually very tough. Like tier 10 mediums bouncing off of it. When it's not even angled. Kind of tough. Or just shoot it in the side of the turret like this lightweight just did. Now for the enemy lightweight, who is, I'm going to say, very dead. Very, very dead. Due to our lightweight. Unless this super person wants to jump on him. No? Okay. That would have been even more funny. Oh, the E75's over there. Let's switch to the Borsig. Who is doing a dance on the rock. He sees the E75 and he's like, ah, crap. Because the Borsig cannot survive a hit from him at this point. And that doesn't help. And Borsig is not dead. He just got lucky. Must have just hit the rear drive wheel and that's it. Borsig's rocking the faster reloading gun. He would not have got a second shot if he had the big one. One of the downfalls of that big gun, even though I do love the big gun. And I will never switch from it on my Borsig. Alright, so we didn't do a whole lot for our team that time around. We put 2 shots into 34-100 by the looks of it, and that was pretty much it. So the first battle was a lot better, but that second battle, that was hilarious. That Oho with the 1 shot on the 5100 and then the mutts jumping off the hill to kill him. Like, if that Oho wasn't in this game for those 2 things there, then that could have been different. I mean, at one point, these teams were pretty evenly matched right after that, and then things just kind of crumbled. But if they'd had those 2 extra tanks, well, I can't say that they would have won, but they definitely would have had a better chance. That was great. Alright, so we still lost money because we didn't do a whole lot ourselves, and we still fired premium rounds. And so you fired 5 shots, hit 3, penetrated 2. So really, it was kind of expensive, but I find that light tanks aren't usually the money makers like that because I'm fired premium them a lot. And I get the idea. Everybody's going to tell me, somebody's going to tell me, light tanks, you're in a light tank, flank them. You don't need to use premium because you shouldn't be shooting them in the front. I know, but you don't always have that option. People are going to tell me that on that map, maybe I should have gone farther down the beach and peeked around the ridge, like the little ridges, little mounds on the beach. But I couldn't have done that because there's TDs sitting up back. And that 5100 was on a higher hill too, so he could have probably still shot at least my turret, which, as I said earlier, has like 90 millimeters of effective armor. I mean, it's got 45 millimeters of armor. I don't care how you angle that. That's going to get overmatched by a lot of big guns. And I mean, ricocheting anything is good luck. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Remember, the next 2 episodes are going to be from 9.15 words, and they are going to be in the T150 and the Rheinmetall Borsig in that order. So enjoy those when they come out, and maybe I can convince the wife to play some more of the tanks. Wouldn't that be crazy? Oh, it's gonna be painful, but it'll happen. Maybe, hopefully, we'll see. I don't know. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.